Yes, we're going to switch gears now. Protests over the death of Freddie Gray began peaceful, but they soon turned violent yesterday when protesters began smashing police cars and looting stores.
That's all happening in the city of Baltimore. It's about 40 miles from Washington, where last night the White House Correspondents' Dinner took place. And at that very moment, scenes like this were unfolding in downtown Baltimore, right near Camden Yards, the baseball park right on the harbor there. We're glad to be joined by former D.C. homicide detective Rod Wheeler. He was also there. He drove down to see what was happening, and he joins us now to share what he saw. Rod, it's good to see you this morning. We see those pictures. We just showed them on the screen of looters, protesters, angry, violent people jumping on the hoods of police cars, smashing the windows, stealing the contents of the cars. News cameras shot this footage. Where are the police? Why did they allow this?
Well, let me start out by saying, first of all, good morning, guys. The police response, Tucker, was a lot different in Baltimore yesterday than it was in Ferguson, and let me explain to you why. I noticed yesterday when I was in Baltimore that the police took an approach whereby they kind of stayed out of the picture. The other thing I noticed is that there was no indications of any military-type uniforms or equipment, no armored cars, anything like that. The police really stayed back. Now, right before what we see on the screen here began, police did start moving in a little bit, but they were all in regular police uniforms. They didn't even have on helmets at the time. So it was a completely different police response, which I think generated a different response from the crowd.
Well, yeah, but you can't, I mean, you can't have that. That's like chaos. That's third world stuff. You can't have police cars. Like, what was the, why wouldn't someone fire a shotgun in the air and say, knock it off?
Yeah, that wouldn't have been the appropriate thing to do, because I think what we have learned, Tucker, over the past few years with these types of demonstrations is that when the police become more aggressive, then we see the crowd tends to become more aggressive. So what we tend to do is let the crowd kind of keep them within a certain area, confined within a certain area, let them do the things that they want to do. But when they really start to become destructive, then we start moving in. Now, there were 2 police cars parked on Howard Street, and that's what we see on the video right now. That's Howard Street. There was 2 police cars parked there, and those are the cars that a couple of the agitators in the crowd started going after. But for the most part, it wasn't that bad.
All right, Rod Wheeler, thank you so much.
Sure, thank you, guys.
Good morning, Rod.